I guess letting that fire off, running the family. Remy Ma's son just got knocked for a body.
Natasha Verma, 23-year-old Jason Scott has been arrested in connection to a murder in Queens that dates back to 2021. Investigators are looking into the possibility that it was a murder for hire.
All right, Fox 5's Teresa Priolo joins us live from Astoria where the victim lived. Teresa, what can you tell us?
Yeah, Steve and Natasha, residents I spoke to here, they didn't know the victim, but they do know who Remy Ma is, and they're telling us that they hope her celebrity doesn't play into this case. Tonight, we are learning that victim was allegedly killed by Remy Ma's son, Jason Jace Scott. So here's what we know at this hour. 23-year-old Scott was arrested today on first-degree murder and weapons charges. It's unclear if he pulled the trigger or if he hired the hit that took the life of Darius Gilbo, who lived here at the Ravenswood houses in Astoria. The crime occurred nearby in broad daylight back in 2021. Gilbo took hits to the head and to the chest. Gilbo had an extensive criminal history. 8 months before he was killed, I'll tell you that a second man, a man by the name of Richard Swigert, was also arrested and charged with murder and weapons charges. Steve and Natasha, it's unclear what led to this, if there was any relationship between these guys before this murder happened. We can tell you that we are expecting Scott to be arraigned early next week.
Now, here's where things get a little dicey and people start putting pieces together and start coming up with a motive. So Darius, aka D-Block, is the victim. Darius, aka D-Block. Darius, aka D-Block, ain't just anybody though. He allegedly is a kingpin. Allegedly, he's that guy on the streets. He's that guy in his area. But not only is he that guy in his area, he also Big Zoo cousin. Big Zoo, Nicki Minaj husband's cousin.
I happened to go through the online news, the online daily news, and I went to the crime section of the New York City Daily News. And one of the first things that popped up was ex-con from Queens gunned down. So naturally, it's just, my nature to go on, because sometimes I like to talk about things with you guys that maybe I have just read. So when I seen it, I clicked on it. And, damn. So it was one of my boys, It's on 148th Street and Rockaway Boulevard. And my boy D-Block, a.k.a. Darius. He was gunned down. Supposedly 2 men ran up on him and took his life in broad daylight at 1 p.m. in Queens.
Now, to my knowledge, I thought the Nicki Minaj, Remy Ma beef was burnt out. Like, nobody jacking that still. Like, that's old beef. Like, we ain't, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. To us, the public, the people that's just listening to the music and taking it in. But apparently, to the people involved, to family of these people, it still hits home. It still means something. So let's just take a look at these lyrics real quick. These lyrics on screen. And we're going to come back. What type of bum bitch shoot her friend over a stack? What type of mother would leave her one son over a stack?
When everything happened, where they were saying, "Oh, Remy's gonna go back to jail," like with the stupid dumbass story with the girl.
Oh, you know about that?
He called me going crazy. Like, I will go crazy on he has a bad temper. I will go crazy on anybody. They're not gonna take you away from my sister like they did to me. Like he has anger issues, and it's hard. It's hard. And then even when I got into the beef with old girl, and she was saying, whatever. Who leaves their kid over money? Like, first of all, I was okay because I'm like, I know what the situation is. But he's a kid, so if he goes to school and he gets into an argument with somebody, it's times where he came home from school what happened? Oh, somebody said this, and that to me, and I whooped their. I'm like, yo, when I catch this I had to really baby, that what our situation is, but. Kids, it's so hard when you're dealing with children because it's a whole nother person. And then he has a lot of me in him.
He has a lot of me in him. He has a lot of that same anger. He bears a lot of that same anger. Like, damn, I ain't gonna lie. These words is not helping this case right now. Not gonna lie to you, Rem. Now, shout out to King AK-47 on YouTube. Shout out to my boy Flacco. Listen, The theory is that Darius D-Block was the muscle for Big Zoo on the street. So basically, Nicki Minaj and Big Zoo and I guess they whole movement, they're able to move around the way they want. They're able to kind of like get around and muscle. You know what I mean? Just do what they want in these New York City streets, allegedly due to D-Block Darius. I don't know how true that is, but AK-47 is the one who kind of came up with that theory. He connected the whole blood cousin thing.
Apparently, D-Block, the OG kingpin that was killed by Remy Ma's son and another one of his affiliates in the murder for hire, is blood cousins to Nicki Minaj's husband, Kenneth Petty, man. Now, Nicki ain't making the rumors and speculation, which this is not rumor, this is New York law, but I'm a blogger, you know, this is street rumors. She didn't make it no better because she decided to go on Twitter and say, call Webb. No, she said that on Instagram, call Webb. Webb is Queen's Flip's cousin. Webb is a big guy who can probably, you feel me? And she said, who up? Now, with people not understanding about what Nicki said, who up, and I feel like this was absolutely stupid, is she said this at 9:30 at night, Eastern time. What do you mean, who up? So people in the comment section like, what type of question is that, Nicki? Of course we're up. We're wide awake and all that. And I'm like, Twitter's so lost because I don't think she quite meant who up. As in, who up? Not sleep, but who up, if you know what I mean.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm not 100% sure about King AK-47's theory. Like, I don't know. I really don't know if, like, Nicki Minaj was now trying to call a hit on, you know, basically trying to call Webb, call Nitty, call all the people she know from Queens and get some get back. I don't know. I can't say. Like, I don't have that knowledge. I don't know. Like, I'm from the Bronx. I'm not from Queens. What I will tell you is, I don't like that people trying to throw this back on Remy, though. Like, people trying to say Remy had something to do with it and that Remy would actually take her own money and play with her freedom and play with her son's freedom and actually send her own son on a dummy mission with one of his friends for the bag and get, I guess, the person that's the muscle for Nicki Minaj, like for Big Zoo really, but Big Zoo is the muscle for Nicki and that. And if they saying that Darius D-Block is the muscle for Big Zoo, I mean, I don't know, bro. I can't see Remy taking her own bread and playing with her freedom like that after being out here getting all that back, getting all this bread after doing 6 years. You know what I'm saying? Over already, you know what I'm saying? She played with them hammers. She played with them hammers. I think she out them streets, bro. I ain't jacking that theory about that Remy Ma put her own son up for the hit, bro. Why would she do that? It don't make sense. I mean, she have been making some crazy, irrational decisions lately, playing with my son Pap like that, like smashing battle rappers and then leaving my son Pap out to dry like that. But when it come to this, her son, playing with her son, I doubt it. I just doubt it. I ain't gonna lie. But I'm off this nasty, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, bro. That's what the comment section is there for. That's what the comment section is there for. Don't be shy. Get in the comments. Talk to me. I talk back. I'm gone. Stay tuned for the next video. I'll see y'all in the next one. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm gone. Y'all my hearts, though.